Yes, this does happen an embarrassing amount of times throughout the year. I'll have investors call me out of the blue and they're like, hey, I wanted to buy that property from you on 415th South 7th Street. And I was like, I don't think I own that property. And they're like, yeah, you do. I looked up the tax record. And I'm like, motherfucker, I do own that property. I bought that back in 2016. Or I'll have a sheriff call me up and he's like, hey, I had an issue with one of your tenants over here on 125 North 4th. And I was like, do I own any properties on North 4th? He's like, yeah. I looked you up in our police records and I see that you're the owner of this property. And I was like, oh, I did buy that property back in 2014. I still have that property? And he's like, yeah. And tenants are like causing a huge amount of problems there. And I was like, oh, yeah, I inherited those. That was my fault. Or a property manager called me up and he's like, hey, we have an issue with this roof over here on 129 Princess. And I was like, we still own that property? He's like, yeah, you've had that for 4 years. So it does happen quite a bit.